Hi, welcome to our channel. You are watching Facts Only. Guess what? This is a channel that showcases absolute facts around the world. Facts only. Please subscribe to our channel. If you don't subscribe, we will find you, and we will punch you. Seriously, guys, please subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified once new facts are uploaded. A nuclear weapon is an explosive device. It is a weapon that suddenly releases the energy in the nucleus of certain types of atoms. When triggered, these devices release a huge amount of energy in the form of a nuclear explosion. These nuclear explosions can destroy a whole city. Here are 9 countries with nuclear weapons. Number 9, Israel. Israel is widely believed to have been the 6th country in the world to develop nuclear weapons, but has not acknowledged its nuclear forces. It had rudimentary, but deliverable, nuclear weapons available as early as 1966. According to the Natural Resources Defense Council and the Federation of American Scientists, Israel likely possesses around 75 to 200 nuclear weapons. Number 8. North Korea. North Korea was a party to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, but announced a withdrawal on January 10, 2003, after the United States accused it of having a secret uranium enrichment program and cut off energy assistance under the 1994 Agreed Framework. In February 2005, North Korea claimed to possess functional nuclear weapons, though their lack of a test at the time led many experts to doubt the claim. North Korea has a total of 20 to 30 nuclear warheads and has deployed none. Number 7. Pakistan. Pakistan also is not a party to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Pakistan covertly developed nuclear weapons over decades, beginning in the late 1970s. Pakistan first delved into nuclear power after the establishment of its first nuclear power plant near Karachi with equipment and materials supplied mainly by Western nations in the early 1970s. Pakistan owns 150 to 160 warheads. Number 6. India. India is not a party to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Indian officials rejected the NPT in the 1960s on the grounds that it created a world of nuclear haves and have-nots, arguing that it unnecessarily restricted peaceful activity, including peaceful nuclear explosives, and that India would not accede to international control of their nuclear facilities unless all other countries engaged in unilateral disarmament of their own nuclear weapons. They own 130 to 140 warheads. Number 5. China. China tested its first nuclear weapon device 596 in 1964 at the Lop Nur test site. The weapon was developed as a deterrent against both the United States and the Soviet Union. 2 years later, China had a fission bomb capable of being put onto a nuclear missile. It tested its first hydrogen bomb, test number 6, in 1967, a mere 32 months after testing its first nuclear weapon, the shortest fission-to-fusion development known in history. 55. China is the only NPT nuclear weapon state to give an unqualified negative security assurance with its no first-use policy. China has an estimated total stock of 290 warheads. Number 4. France. France tested its first nuclear weapon in 1960, Gerbois Blue, based mostly on its own research. It was motivated by the Suez Crisis diplomatic tension both the Soviet Union and its allies, the United States and the United Kingdom. It was also relevant to retain great power status, alongside the United Kingdom, during the post-colonial Cold War. Number 3. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom tested its first nuclear weapon, Hurricane, in 1952. The UK had provided the considerable impetus and initial research for the early conception of the atomic bomb, aided by Austrian, German and Polish physicists working at British universities who had either fled or decided not to return to Nazi Germany or Nazi-controlled territories. They have in total 215 and has deployed 120. Number 2, Russia. Russia was formerly part of the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union tested its first nuclear weapon, RDS-1, in 1949. This crash project was developed partially with information obtained via espionage during and after World War II. The Soviet Union was the second nation to have developed and tested a nuclear weapon. The direct motivation for Soviet weapons development was to achieve a balance of power during the Cold War. It tested its first megaton-range hydrogen bomb, RDS-37, in 1955. The Soviet Union also tested the most powerful explosive ever detonated by humans, Tsar Bomba, with a theoretical yield of 100 megatons, intentionally reduced to 50 when detonated. After its dissolution in 1991, the Soviet weapons entered officially into the possession of the Russian Federation. Number 1. The United States. The United States developed the first nuclear weapons during World War II in cooperation with the United Kingdom and Canada as part of the Manhattan Project, out of the fear that Nazi Germany would develop them first. It tested the first nuclear weapon on July 16, 1945, Trinity, at 5:30 a.m., and remains the only country to have used nuclear weapons in war, devastating the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It was the first nation to develop the hydrogen bomb, testing an experimental prototype in 1952, Ivy Mike, and a deployable weapon in 1954, Castle Bravo. The U.S. nuclear arsenal contained 31,175 warheads at its Cold War height, in 1966. During the Cold War, the United States built approximately 70,000 nuclear warheads, more than all other nuclear weapon states combined. Thank you for staying with us. Let us know your views in the comments section below. Till next time.